Now I would like to invite the president of Oryx Communicator Clubs, Toastmaster Navneet, to open the club meeting for Oryx Communicators Club. Yeah. Navneet, please.
Thank you very much. Oryx Communicator 264th meeting is officially open.
Now I would like to invite the president of Sri Lankan Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Mufassir, onto the stage to open the club meeting for the club.
Good evening, Toastmasters. I would like to declare meeting number 114 of Sri Lankan Toastmasters Club open.
Now is the turn of our dearest Mohubera ma'am, the president of Oasis Advanced Toastmasters Club, to open the club meeting for that club. Ma'am, the stage is yours.
I open meeting number 16 of Oasis Advanced Toastmasters Club.
For Lotus Ladies Club, I think the president is on the way. So I would like to invite the TMOD and the immediate past president of the Lotus Ladies Club, Toastmaster Nusra, please come and open the meeting.
I open the Lotus Ladies Toastmaster Club meeting number 21.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, all the club presidents. With this, we are already little bit 5 minutes ahead of time. Now I would like to invite the main role player for today's Confluence meeting, the TMOD, the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Nusra. So let me give her introduction. But giving her formal introduction, let me say something about her, what is my personal experience. Though this is the second time I think I'm meeting her, but I know that she's a very friendly and very cooperative lady. And in Toastmasters, she knows the basic things and she knows how to do everything in a Toastmaster meeting. That's why when I told that Nusra, we are having our Confluence meeting, I think she immediately volunteered to take up this role, the role of TMOD, the Toastmaster of the day. So with this, Toastmaster Nusra is a multi-potentiality person who loves to learn new skills and acquire knowledge continuously. And her aim is to become a polymath. Nusra, I have really a less idea on this. You can enlighten me on this. She is a wife, mother, daughter, sister, and all those roles that a woman can hold. But she believes the motherhood the best. She loves serving to community, whatever she can do, she loves to do that. She joined Toastmaster to improve her communication and leadership skills. And she was the past ESCOM member of Sri Lankan Toastmasters Club and also the charter president of Lotus Ladies Club. Now with a big round of applause, let's welcome the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Nusra. Please.
Thank you so much, Shady, for that wonderful introduction. Wonderful evening, ladies and gentlemen. Pleasure to meet you all in this Confluence meeting. Today, our theme is Yes Day. If you find yourself spending all day repeating no, no, no to your kids, consider planning a Yes Day. No matter what type of parenting style you have got, we all use vitamin N, that means no, more often than yes. Give that word and yourself a break by surprising the kids with a yes day. So what is this yes day? It's exactly like it sounds. One day where kids get to request whatever they want, mom and dad who usually say no have to say yes to their kids. Request with a few ground rules. Ice cream for breakfast? Yes. Wearing pajamas all day? Yes. Movie marathon? Yep, you got it. Before you decide this is a miserable idea, hear me out. With a few simple ground rules and a little preparation, this day will become one that everyone in the family loves. Now, let's go to the business. For the benefits of our wonderful guests who are with us today, let me explain how Toastmaster meeting goes. A Toastmaster meeting happens in 3 sessions. First session is prepared speeches. The second session is the table topic session. And the third session will be evaluation session. Today, I have a team of role players to help me with this meeting. I think some are not yet here. But even though I will introduce, by the time they will come, I think. The grammarian will be Toastmaster Shamlina. She is not here yet. She is a book lover, creative writer, and an enthusiast of the English language. Her passion for learning and improving has brought her to the Toastmaster platform. Hailing from Colombo, Sri Lanka, and living in Doha for the past 7 years. She believes that life gives us wonderful opportunities and that we must endeavor and make the best of them. The second role player, also not here yet, that is Toastmaster Safania Siddiq. Her introduction is, she is a teacher by profession. She is mother of 4 boys. She is living Qatar last 13 years. She loves English knowledge learned through IELTS studies. She loves and participates in badminton and swimming. Unfortunately, the third role player also not here. She is Toastmaster Hafsa, president of Lotus Ladies Toastmaster Club. She is a teacher holding BSc in accounting of University of Bahrain. She blessed with 2 children, worked as an accountant, and currently teaching in Islamic Madrasa for children. Thank God the timer is here. The fourth role player for today is the timer. Today's timer is Toastmaster Feroz Beg. And also we have a Zoom timer, Toastmaster Parvati Menon. Toastmaster Feroz, am I pronouncing your name correct, sir? Okay. He says here, he is graduated in English literature, first job as an English teacher in local high school in KSA, second job worked with Emirates 5 years, joined Qatar in 2022, and currently working in QDF as lead warehouse officer.
Yeah.
So, timer, can you please explain your role today?
As a timer, my role will be today to record the timing of the speakers. And there are 4 types of segments which I will be timing. The first is icebreaker. The green light for the icebreaker will turn on at 4 minutes. Amber light at 5 minutes. And red light on 6 minutes. So for the pathways, green light will get on at 5th minute. At 6th minute, amber light will go on. And at 7th minute, the red light will be on. For table topic, for first minute, after first minute, it will be green. After 1.5 minutes, it will be amber. And after 2 minutes, it will be red. For evaluation, 2 minutes, the green light. After 2.5 minutes, amber light. And after 3 minutes, it will be red light. However, there will be, in each case, at least 30 seconds of grace period. Will be for anybody exceeding that will be considered disqualified. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Feroz, for explaining how timing works. Zoom timer, Toastmaster Parvati Menon. Parvati Menon has a bachelor degree in communicative English. She lives with her husband, son, and mother in the vibrant city of Kochi, Kerala. She joined Toastmaster on an impulse, hoping to overcome a lifelong handicap, stage fright, and social anxiety. As we know, the timer role, Toastmaster Parvati, can you explain how you will indicate the timing in Zoom?
Good evening, Toastmaster of the day and Toastmasters. As timer, I will be timer 2 for the evening today. I will support timer 1, Toastmaster Feroz, and time online speakers. Most of the speeches today will be from 5 to 7 minutes. And at 5 minutes, I will raise the green card. At 6 minutes, I will raise the yellow card. At 7 minutes, I will raise the red card. For individual evaluations, I will raise the green card at 2 minutes, and I will raise the red card. For table topics speeches, I will raise at 1 minute, I will raise the green card. At 1 minute, 30 seconds, I will raise the yellow card. And at 2 minutes, I will raise the red card. Thank you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Parvati. Finally, we have 2 Zoom hosts, Toastmaster Sampath and Toastmaster Fauzan. If you have any technical issues in the Zoom platform, you can contact them through the chat option. This is for the online guests or members who are joining online. Okay, before we jump to the prepared speech session, yes day, how the yes day background. Let's see. The idea originated from a book named by Emil Rosenthal Cruz and Tom Lichtenheld. A little boy in the story gets a day where his parents can't say no to anything. Sound like a kid dream, right? But guess what? Saying yes to your kids teach you something too. Parents who indulge in a yes day report a feeling of closeness and connectedness with their kids. And guess what? The result in kids listen better. Later on, directed as a comedy drama movie and released on 2021 on Netflix. Now let's move to the prepared speech session.
Maybe you can go to another place.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. The role player. Okay. Okay. We already, yeah. So our role players are here. Ramarian, I have introduced you already, so you can you can explain your role. Can you? Toastmaster Hassan. Toastmaster Shamlila. Thank you, Toastmaster. Now, Toastmaster Safania, can you please explain the role? The role is the public thing that everyone has of one type of energy. Some have it less, others have it more. And while it's not better, it can be a little bit at the arc of the day, my role is to tell you if you have it less or more.
And what's your kind? L, you know, because any of other in the list. Also, I will listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase such as I, this means, this means. This will help you in knowing what to work upon. I will present my report towards the end of the meeting. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Safani, for explaining the how to go. Now, our listener is Toastmaster Hassa. Toastmaster Hassa, can you please explain your rule?
I am Toastmaster Regional Director, Area Director, and distinguished Toastmasters, and my dear fellow Toastmasters. Being a good listener is as important as being a good speaker. As a listener, I'll be noting down interesting tidbits of information from any of the speakers and ask questions near the end of the meeting to know if you were listening carefully, paying attention carefully. Over to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Now let's move to the prepared speeches session. We have three very energetic and dynamic speakers who are ready and waiting for their turn. Our first speaker for today is DTM Mobera. She is a mother, a Toastmaster, an educationist, and a lifelong learner. An educator for the last 20 years, she has held 4 leadership positions in reputed schools in Qatar. Currently working with children as an education or learning needs consultant, student counselor, and career coach. She is a past Division G director, currently the president of OC's Advanced Toastmaster Club. She has won several contests at all levels of Toastmaster contests. Have been declared the champion twice at Qatar Open Best Communicator Championship event. Her evaluator is Toastmaster Shanmuga Pandian. Could you please read out her speech objectives?
My target speaker's purpose speech is for the members to practice writing and delivering a speech that inspires others. The purpose of the speech is also for the member to inspire the audience. I wish my target speaker all the best.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shanmuga Pandian. DTM Mobera, go for it. Go for it, DTM Mobera. With big round of applause, please welcome DTM Mobera.
It was a majestic sight. A handsome prince astride a magnificent horse, with tens and thousands around him cheering him on. Yet there hung a nervous excitement in the air, for what he was about to attempt was stunning but dangerous. The prayers began, and it had just rained. Was it worth the risk? A question that has challenged me often in my life. At 22, I was an IT professional. Snazzy workplace, great pay, life was good. Surprisingly, in my 30s, I felt the need to do something more enriching, more meaningful than my IT job. One evening, way back home from work, I overheard 2 teachers animatedly discussing their students. The passion in their voices and their aspiration to mold young lives fascinated me. And I too decided to teach. But it was a tough decision, an internal tug of war. What? You're giving up a lucrative IT career to do what? Teach a bunch of noisy kids? Getting back to college at 30. My friends laughed. Nevertheless, I went for it. Was it worth the risk? Absolutely. Teaching satisfies my soul. And when my students acknowledge my contribution, that feeling is priceless. Little did I know that leap of faith was just the beginning of me taking chances in life. 10 p.m. October 2005, I find myself in emergency ward of the Hamad Hospital. This is where the diagnosis is acute appendicitis and you need immediate surgery. I was shattered. But at that time, carrying within me was my unborn baby. And surgery would most definitely have the chances of her survival, our survival. The thought of losing her made me go numb. 2 a.m. in the morning, I find them almost wheeling me into the operating theater. And I pleaded with the doctors, give me some time. You wait till sunrise? They agreed, but they asked me to choose between my life and that of my colleagues. I chose her. And thus began my fight for her survival with prayers and deep breathing. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out, and with every breath, I try to block my panic and just focus, build my body to give my baby a chance. 6 a.m. in the morning, I find myself surrounded by bewildered doctors with the head of Hamad. Surprised, the toxicity had come down. The inflammation had subsided. I was discharged without surgery. Was it worth the risk? Absolutely. My bride, 17-year-old Melanie, is probably in this meeting today. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, risks big and small stare at us every day. Relocating to Qatar, wasn't it a risk? Changing jobs, investing in stocks and shares, married men out here, getting married. And to fellow mothers in this audience, isn't childbirth the most beautiful risk of them all? What happens is some of these risks we can navigate effortlessly, but the ones that shake us to the core, that need us to move out of our comfort zone, that is where we stop. But that is when we should go for it. If there is one thing COVID has underlined, is that life is fragile. And every opportunity that comes your way, go for it. So the next time you face an opportunity, you have an opportunity knocking at your door, don't just shun it. Rather, prepare for it, orient yourself toward it, visualize your success, and begin every leap of faith, hard work, determination, and prayer. So the prayers had just begun. And there he was, Prince Mohammed bin Hamad Al Thani, astride Malibu, this beautiful horse. In front of him was a 50-meter steep ramp. Doha Asian Games opening night 2006. Anyone here that night? It had rained. The prince urges Malibu into a trot, and they start climbing that steep slope when suddenly that horse slips a million parts statue. But undeterred, he steers Malibu all the way to the top. Against the calm desert night, he lights the torch while the world salutes. The bold Emery vision, months of hard work and relentless perseverance, strength of mind, has made Qatar or has earned Qatar a date with history. It's the same sheikh that has won Qatar's bid for FIFA 2022. Is your hire card with you yet? Mine is. Here, looking forward. So friends, the next time you come across a risky business, don't mind the slope, don't mind the rain, just go for it. I can assure you, the view from the top is breathtaking. Over to you.
As a budding teacher and a mother, I felt it was a mind-blowing speech. Can we have 1 minute silence for the evaluation? Thank you, everyone. Our second speaker is an entrepreneur, blessed with a boy and a girl. He enjoys meeting new people and finding ways to help him and others have an uplifting experience. He loves nature and hates plastic pollution. His evaluator today is Toastmaster Naila Rizwan. Toastmaster Naila, could you please read out his speech objectives?
Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, guests, and my target speaker. Good evening. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice using a story, giving a speech, or giving a speech that is a story. All the best, Toastmaster. Active.
Our second speaker, Toastmaster Mufassir Salim. Pick your phone up. Pick your phone up, Toastmaster Mufassir Salim. With a big round of applause, please welcome Toastmaster Mufassir. Who's in the line?
What comes to your mind when you see this pack of cigarettes? A stress buster, a way of releasing your anger with your spouse, wives, or husbands, or even bosses. Heart attack, lung cancer, many, isn't it? For me personally, this tiny box right here represents responsibility. My dear fellow gorgeous Toastmasters, a warm and a splendid good evening. I was around 5 years old at that time. My brothers and I were sitting with our father. He used to be a chain smoker, multiple packs per day. But on that particular day, he pulled the cigarette out, had it in his mouth, looked at us, started crying, crushed the cigarette box, threw it away. From that day onwards, he never, ever touched a cigarette until today. As his sons, we took it as an example and we never touched it either. As a 5-year-old curious boy, I asked my dad, tell me, why did you do that? This is because you love us, isn't it? You know what he did? He just gave a pleasant smile. That is it. On the same year, one of his friends visited us from UK. They were speaking in English. I was not able to utter a single word in return. The next day, my dad enrolled me to one of the best English medium school in Sri Lanka. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what's the toughest part of being a father? Regardless of what situation you go through, no matter what, they give the best to their children. Go back and think. Good food, clothing, shelter, you name it, whatever you want, you get it. Regardless of what financial difficulty you had. He had a big bank loan. He had to pay to many people. Still, no compromise. As always, as a curious little boy, I asked him, Dad, why? The same smile. That is it. I was 18, did my advanced level examination, flopped as expected. When you flop, you can't get into a government university. You need to go private. When you go private, it is expensive. You know the drill, how it works. Everyone in my family told me, why don't you go to your uncle's rice factory as a help? My dad called, looked at right in my eyes. Son, tell me what you want to do. And I told him, Dad, I want to start CMA UK. Don't hear them, son. You do what you want. I started doing CMA, completed it. Right after completion, on the graduation day, I asked Dad, same question. Dad, why? Same answer. I was 29, time to get married. On the day before my marriage, my dad called me, son, come over here. And he told me, historically, you have asked me why multiple times. And you thought that is because of love, isn't it? Son, listen to me. All fathers love their kids, but only few are responsible. That's what I was, and that's what I want you to be to my grandchildren. I was extremely emotional. I went to my mother. No, why is he so responsible? Why is he giving such amount of gravity for the responsibility? My wife told me, son, you're lucky, you're 29 and you have your father. But he lost his father when he was 4. At the age of 14, he had to go to my grandfather's business to take care of his family. That's where the responsibility kicked in his life. Folks, each and every one of you here, I'm 100% certain that you will have more than hundreds of stories about your fathers, which are emotional. My evaluator today read out the literal objective of my project. But I do have another. I want, or I humbly request each and every one of you, pick that adamant phone, touch your heart, call your dad and tell him, Dad, I love you. And finally, Dad, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please do that and do it before it's too late. Back to you, Toastmasters.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mufassir, for that emotional speech. Can we have 1 minute silent for the evaluation? Thank you, everyone. Now we'll move to the third speaker today. Our third speaker is Toastmaster Reziato Saruni. She's a student of life, originally from Nairobi, Kenya. Worked and lived in Doha for the last 5 years. Member of Oryx Communicators Toastmaster Club since 2017. And really enjoying the journey toward effective communication and leadership. Her evaluator today is Toastmaster Sandeep Wegal. Toastmaster Sandeep, could you please read out her speech objectives?
My target speaker, Recoding. My purpose of the speech today is for her to practice the skill needed to connect with the familiar audience. I'm sure that's.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sandeep. Toastmaster Rasiato Sarni, social capital. Social capital, Toastmaster Rasiato. The stage is yours.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. Like many of you, I took a very scary journey 5 years ago to come to a country that I had never been to, all in the search for improving my career, getting more skills, and hopefully making a better life for myself and my family. This was not only daunting, very scary to experience. And I thought, what better to do but to find a network, a group of people who I can relate to, find a new family, and people that I can hang out with. That led me to a big research in Google where I found the word social capital. With many forms of capital, there's financial capital, human capital, but social capital is what I really wanted to focus on. You may wonder, what is this social capital? And social capital is basically how it's whereby we find networks and relationships within a society that help to make the society a better place and more efficient. They say your network is your network. And definitely, I wanted a better network, so I went on the search to look for a better network. One of the ways that I found out was through communication. How else will you find a network without knowing how to communicate? And that led me to Toastmasters. I worked on my skills. I learned how to express myself. Two things you need to know about communication. One, you need to know how to speak, when to speak, and how to address a specific audience that you're trying to reach. You may wonder, speaking is easy, but we're all here today because public speaking is a challenge that we all want to beat. And how do you make sure that you're good at this? By building your confidence.
Building confidence does not come any other way other than constantly preparing and enabling yourself to get more and more information from whatever sources. We're lucky to live in a world today where Google is something you can easily access. So Google, research, find more information about things you love, things you like to talk about, and also how to be a better communicator. As you research, you will find the need to put this information into use. And that's when you need to look for like-minded people. Again, Toastmasters, one of the best places to come. Among that is also clubs and churches, mosques, social gatherings, where you find people who share the same agenda as you do. By interacting with like-minded people, you find yourself getting more information, and also your common interest drives you together and brings you one step closer to making a better social capital. You talk to people, that's okay. You may have the gift of the gab, but how really is that gift when you're not able to reciprocate? Communication is two-way. Talk, but you need to listen as well. I'll give you a little challenge. All of us have come here today as people. Some of us have met each other for the very first time. We introduced ourselves as I observed during the network session. But how many of you can tell me at least 5 names of people you met today? Anyone? Give it a go. Good try. Take good day.
My target speaker. Mr. Shetty. Mr. Sandeep. You know what? And Mr. Paula.
Very good. Well done. As you notice, not many people are able to do that. And I think Shanmuga is definitely very well on his way of acquiring a very good social capital. Listening is very important, and listening to people's name in particular is even more important. We notice how the waiter changes his approach to us when you address him by his name. You notice when someone's giving you a service and you say their name, they suddenly become warmer towards you and are more willing to help you out. See again, that's the nature of a social capital. Social capital comes with bringing value. You must want to bring value to the people around you. It goes a very long way when you do small things to help people out. Just today, Shanmuga was very helpful in helping me find my evaluator, who I had not met yet. This is something that may be considered so small, but that I will remember over and over again. So again, Toastmasters helpful once again. Network, place that gives you opportunity to improve your communication, and also helps you to be able to be valuable to other people in one way or another. This all together is helpful. But another thing that also goes a long way is personal improvement. It's so important when building a social capital to look your best and present yourself in the very best way possible. Nobody wants to be seen around someone who doesn't look good. Nobody wants to be seen around someone who doesn't feel good. And the extra to that is it boosts your confidence as well. So today, I urge you all to take all these points, build your social capital, and it will surely increase your life. If not in ways that will make you happier, then definitely your network will increase. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rosiato, for that insightful speech. Can we have 1 minute silence for the evaluation?
So in between, I want to interrupt. We have our District Program Quality Director, Ravi Shankar sir. So let's give him a big round of applause. After this general evaluation session. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone. Timer, can I know whether all the speakers are qualified? So you have the ballot, so you can cast your vote for the best speaker. You can vote. You can pass your ballots to Toastmaster Prasad. Okay, we are talking about Yes Day. The Yes Day is not as scary as you think. Of course, the concept of allowing your kids to run wild for a day where you can't say no would be alarming, but not if you lay out some boundaries first. The first thing to remind kids is that a yes day is one day, and the request cannot be something that causes harm to themselves or anyone else. Second, you also get to ask the kids to do things, but your ground rules are that you shouldn't ask them to do additional boring stuff beyond their everyday chores, homeworks, etc. You should ask them to do random things like, do you want to run around the house with me? Or do you mind if I wear you a fairy wings? Something like that. Make sure you are clear with the kids that a yes day only lasts for a day, meaning any request made cannot take place over a series of days or in the future. Plus, you can limit the amount of travel you are able to do in one day. This can also apply to how much money it costs. Set a budget you are comfortable with, and it will remove some anxiety about what they can choose. Now let's have a 5-minute stretch break.
Please feel free to take the hands. Users for the. Juice punch. എല്ലായിടത്തും പോയിട്ട്
Because
Check. Okay. So we need to press the button. So it is possible.
Okay. Team of your evening. Just grab your snacks and come back. We have please grab your snacks and come back to the 5 minute break time. I would like to request all of you. You grab your snack and you go back to your table. You take. What happened to this camera? Is it okay? This one? No, no. Okay.
Okay, welcome back. Before moving to the table topic session, some cool ideas for your yes day. If you're on the fence about whether this could work in your family, maybe some ideas for yes day will convince you to do it. This will vary depending on the ages of your kids, but keeping it simple will help it to work across the board. In the days leading up to your selected day, you can drop some hints about what your activities would be cool to do on yes day. Consider a family game night and get a new board game or two to have on hand. Head to a local park where you swing with them on the swings or play that endless game to tag. Eat dessert before dinner. Keep a bunch of crafting supplies on hand and be ready to create, do crazy, messy science experiments, build an epic fort, do a role play or imaginary playing. Remember, the key is for the kids to see you enjoying yourself doing the things that value. Now let's move to the table topic session. Today's topic master is Toastmaster Zoe Saleh. Working with Qatar Airways for the 3 months as a data analyst in finance department. With a big round of applause, please welcome Toastmaster Zoe Saleh.
Good evening, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. So for myself, I usually say no to public speaking, but I'm having my yes moment, and I started to put myself forward thanks to this group to speak publicly. One of the things I avoid, especially, is the table topics. So I thought today I'll take on the role, so I don't have to do it myself. But it's a really good opportunity to learn how to improvise, think on your feet, and especially when you're giving a presentation, it gives you practice, when you get questions from the audience. So I took inspiration today from the theme of yes day, and I would love to hear your yes and no stories. And I have a little container here to pick out your questions. So who's going to say yes first and come up and take one of my
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever said yes to something and it's changed your life? This is my first time.
Okay, yeah,
Please help me. Have you ever said yes to something and it's changed your life?
Many times in my life, often every day, yes matters more than no. Especially in the early morning, I say yes to the alarm snooze clock. Stop it. Even though I designed the previous night, I definitely want to say no to it. Try to recollect your answer for your question. My nearest past, when I said yes, it was very fruitful in my life, turned my best journey. I recollected pre-pandemic, a couple of years before, when I said one time yes. And that was, I was on a small vacation to my place. That time my daughter insisted that she likes diving. So she insisted I go with her diving in Phuket Sea in Thailand waters. I wanted to relax in the home, lay on the bed, and that's why I went for it. I want to have a drink and relax. But something hurdled me to say, yes, go for it. As a doting father, I said, okay, I'll do for you. And that turned out to be one of my best holiday, I would say. We had a couple of dives, underworld experience, and that totally changed my life for that experience, that year. I felt so happy. I think that yes was one of the most memorable things, which changed, give me happiness for that many days following that. Back to you, topic.
Anybody gonna volunteer before I pick? Somebody from the orgs communication. If you were to give your significant other, for example, spouse, children, best friend, your parents, a yes day, what would they ask? If you were to give your significant other, for example, a spouse, children, best friend, parents, a yes day, what would they ask for? Repeat together.
If you were to give your significant other, for example, your spouse, your child, your best friend, or your parent, a yes day, what would they ask for?
Thank you very much, Topics Master. What would I give my spouse and my son? Ever since I became a division director, my life has been good, but I'm enjoying it. What they would ask me is my time. Honestly, my time. Why is that? Because being a division director, ladies and gentlemen, to all this Toastmasters, it's not just the position. There's a lot of responsibility. You need to look into 17 clubs, how they perform, what they do, at what stage the club is, how do I make them become president distinguished at this certain date. So there's so much of aspects into looking at it. But looking at my family, it's my son and my wife. They have given me that time. They provide that freedom to me. Sometimes I have this guilt. Am I giving that time to them? Still, I have no choice. I've taken this responsibility, so you have to do it. Still, my wife, is a very supporting lady. I call her the Wonder Woman. Recently, it was 9th of September, it was a birthday. And from somewhere, first time in my life, I remembered. And I got her the Wonder Woman cake. I was so happy. Because time is something, reiterating the point, time is something I should give them, they would definitely ask.
Thank you. So we have a online participant who would like to answer a question. Can the online participant hear me? Yeah. So
Close to the mic check. It will take time because it monitors from the check. See. Can check with the audio participant again.
Can I just check that you can hear me okay? And
Yes, I can very well. Thank you. Thank you, Zoe.
okay, so your question is, what is the craziest thing you have said yes to? Again, what is the craziest thing you've said yes to? Thank you.
So good evening, fellow Toastmasters, and thank you for this opportunity. Craziest thing that I have said yes to is deciding to go on a whitewater river rafting trip, not knowing what to expect. This was in India. It was with one of my companies when I was working there. And that time I didn't even know how to swim. I had no idea about the cold. I had no idea about currents. I had no idea about the fear. I had no idea about what to expect. So I decided to go ahead, just trying to see what is there. That was the idea, that was the option. And when we did reach there, apart from the river rafting, which had all these elements, came the biggest shock, and that was when we were taken up on a cliff and we were asked to jump from there into the water. So I just like you to imagine, fear of speaking times 100 is fear of heights and jumping into cold water, which is running into a stream with lots of rocks. You don't know what you're going to hit when you jump, but you just take that leap of faith and jump over there. So it was really easy for me to recall what was the craziest thing I had said yes to. Thank you. Over to you, Zoe.
Thank you. I'm not sure if I agree with you if I prefer to jump into white water, freezing cold, or deliver a speech. I'm still undecided there. Who wants to go ahead next? Describe a time you said yes to something that you didn't want to do. Describe a time that you said yes to something that you didn't want to do.
Fellow Toastmasters, I put one of the participants. Something that you imagine that you really want to see. All right. Okay.
Something you said yes to, but you didn't want to do.
As a man, what you really don't want to say, or really want you to say, don't want to happen. That time, as every man, what we say, when we are really in a height, kind of a boiling blood, all of your fire. energetic, handsome. Parents, propose your wife. That's right. Definitely. Right? Guys, imagine just 5 hours of life. And your age. What is your life? Look, poor faces when I look at you, look at yourself. Gentlemen, don't you feel poor about that? Ladies, look at this gentleman's face. How sorrow. I felt the same. So that is the main thing I do, but I never worried about it. Anyhow, over to you. So, and the words. Okay, and the response.
What are your top tips for saying no at work in a professional way? What are your top tips for saying no at work in a professional way?
Hello, is it Shanmuga? Yes, sir, it's Shanmuga. Shanmuga, your duties change tomorrow. You'll have to report early in the morning. But I was doing afterwards. No, you'll have to come in the morning. It's very important. What is the reason? Operational. Operational reasons? Can I say no to this? Well, you have to talk to your manager. Okay. I think it's a yes day for me throughout my life as an employee of a company. Yes, 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 yes. Forget yes day. It's always a yes for me. Well, how can I give tips to say no? I don't know myself to say, I've never said no to myself. But yes, in the worlds where we always want to know what we are going to do tomorrow, I've learned the way to say no. And the best way to say no is don't attend the phone. Don't attend the phone if it's being called at the wrong hours. Number one. But work is worship. Work is worship. You can never say no. So on the second thought, oh, please pick up that call. Say yes. You cannot say no at your work. That's what I believe. And I would give a tip to everybody, never say no because work comes first. If you say no, somebody else is going to pull down. That's why I was called. Remember, Shanmuga, your duty operational, this was because somebody said no. Please don't say no. Thank you. Over to you.
Do we have time for a few more? You picked on me and my friend. The question is, what do you always say no to? What do you always say no to?
Good evening, Toastmasters. Yes. So what do I say no to is sleep. So it's one of the things like I don't like personally. Like I always want to do something. So mostly even like I wake up very early
And still thinking like what to do, what to do. So this is the one thing I say no. And for many reasons. One is, so you have to be active in life, like Shanmugha said. So sometimes you have to say yes to everything. So that's what I would like to having in this meeting as well. So it was like, it's a good, always sometimes good to say yes to many things so that you get less. So that's where my knowledge. Thank you. Over to you, David.
Thank you. Anybody?
The online anyone is there?
Anybody online? So that's it. That's all.
Come on.
I'm ready.
Okay, so opposite to my last question. What do you always say yes to? What do you always say yes to?
Good evening once again. What I always say yes to. You know, I love to sleep and I love to sleep in early morning. But now, after joining as a teacher, before this I was working as an assistant professor. So that time also in our college early morning class. And now after joining teacher here, you know, in Qatar here early morning school, not like India. Though I love to sleep and I used to be like wake up till 4 a.m. in the morning. After 4, I go to sleep. But nowadays I'm putting alarm 4 or 4:30, and you know how many alarms I'm putting? Literally 12 alarms. And the last alarm dings at 5:15 a.m. in the morning. Then I used to wake up and no, I have to say yes to this because I have to go to school. And one day you'll be surprised to know my bus driver was giving me missed call, ma'am. Like every day he used to give me missed call, but that day I slept and I woke up at 6 o'clock and my class is at 7. So I told my husband, please drop me in school. Rather today my principal is going to kill me as I'm having early morning classes. So though I love to sleep early morning, but now after becoming teacher, I have to say yes to getting up, waking up at 5 o'clock minimum to join my classes. Thank you. Over to you, Savita. Hey.
Who's next? What is the next one? If you had your own yes day, what would you ask for? If you had your own yes day, what would you ask for?
I've heard a lot of say yes to this and don't say no to certain things. And I'm not as, say, prodigious as Toastmaster Prasad to say yes to everything, right? And be very active. So if I have to say yes to that one thing, the one thing that I would say yes to would be to my little daughter. She's back home, not here with me. And if she would ask, Dada, would you come home today? Catch tonight's flight and come home. And I would love to simply say, yes, I am coming tonight. Tomorrow morning, when you get up in the morning, I will be there with you. And then we can have a wonderful yes day, just like Toastmaster of the Day told her. So I will give her whatever she wants on that day. But of course, within reason. So maybe go to the park. She loves to go to the park. And she loves to run around in the greens of the park. So yes, maybe a yes, yes for that. She loves to have ice cream. Chocolate and mint flavored ice cream. I don't know where she got that taste. I don't like it. But anyway, I would definitely say yes to that as well. So, if I had to say yes to one thing, I would say yes, my daughter. That's it.
For today, thank you everybody for volunteering and contributing.
Thank you, Toastmaster Zoe Saleh, for that exciting tabletop session. Now I will have timer, all the tabletop qualified. So can we ask them to give their name? Ask them out their name so others can. Okay. You have the ballot, so you can vote for the and pass them to Toastmaster Pausa. Okay, while you're doing that, back to the team. I should ask you why you should do this yesterday. While you may think there is nothing constructive to come out of learning how to have a yes day with your family, the benefits might surprise you. With just one day a year, you are empowering your children to make this decision, as silly as they may be, and allowing them to see different side of you. Hearing no all the time can be little defeating for both of you and them. And giving them authority for one day, teach them how to use it. Not only that, but also permitting yourself to be relaxed and carefree one day a year prompts you to live in the moment. Much like kids do every day and enjoy every minute. You are making memory that will last a lifetime for both you and the kids. Full of giggles and most importantly, time spent together. With that note, now I would like to invite our general evaluator. Today's general evaluator is Toastmaster Yugal Chetri. Toastmaster Yugal is from India, currently working with Qatar Airways as a learning specialist since February 2022. Came to Qatar 3 years before, then joined Qatar Airways and got redundant in April 2020 due to pandemic. A passionate music lover who enjoys singing, traveling, cooking, and meditation. And I got some fun facts from his intro. He can speak half a dozen languages and never bought a personal laptop in his entire life. Wow. Toastmaster Yugal, the stage is yours.
Good evening, everybody. First of all, before I start my general evaluation, I would really like to say what a prodigious effort by everybody to do such a remarkable meeting. Can I have a round of applause for everyone, please? And again, I just wanted to reconfirm the people who are in the backstage, like a virtual. Can you hear me? Can somebody just give me a thumbs up so that I know that you guys are hearing me? I mean, you can see me. Hello? Hi, everybody. Did you get a thumbs up that they can hear me or not? Yes, very clear. Thank you so much. That's one thing I wanted to reconfirm. As a general evaluator, my role is just not to evaluate the overall conduct of the meeting, but also I will be talking about the evaluators, because you have given such wonderful speeches. My God, DTMO, how do you do that? I don't know. And what in an act, Musafir? I mean, I now remember everybody's name because thanks to this girl who taught me about the social capital. What a prodigious effort by myself, I think so, right? Okay, so before I go about it, so let's talk about the evaluators. So my target first evaluator, the evaluator number one that I want to talk about, some interesting fact which I got to know about all three of them that makes me connected with all of them as a social capital. My first evaluator is a person from a garden city of India called Bangalore, one of my very important city because I did my career graph high in that particular city. This person has two lovely boys, and also he says they are very naughty. I'm sure they must be naughty. That's what you have to think about it. Plus, this person loves football and very fitness regime, currently working with Qatar Airways since 2014 as a cabin crew trainer. You have to teach me some more skills to how to serve the people, because I cannot say no. It's a yes day. Please, round of applause for my first evaluated target for DTMO, Mr. Shanmugam, Toastmaster Shanmugam. Over to you. Oh, yes, sorry. I was handshaking with him. Thank you.
Thank you. Very good evening to all my dear colleagues, Toastmasters, because they made a big effort to run this meeting here to this event. Thank you for joining us. And to my target speaker, what a breathtaking. These words are stolen from you. What a breathtaking, relentless, majestic, magnificent speech. It was not only inspiring, it was actually, you gave us a picture. I never understood the wordgasm until I heard your speech today. By fault. Kudos to you. Kudos to you. Every single word was in place, connecting to what you want us to put us a message. This was like I'm watching a movie made with words and I could only hear. Every picture, from the time you were carrying your baby, to the time you were in the hospital, the time you spoke to the doctor, to the time Emir was trying to go up the stage of the Asian Cup. Everything was picturized. I'm sure it takes a lot of effort to put all your words together and synchronize so well. A very well crafted, written, and I would say a very well recited speech. It was a recitation. And I believe that nobody can do it better than a teacher. And I would love to be your student, dear teacher. In our lives, we always look for things that inspire us. And everybody here has their own experiences, but when it comes to inspiration, we cannot derive from us. We always look into somebody else. And your story was so moving that definitely I visualized my success. When you were telling your story, I really felt that the voice modulation actually molded our emotions. But if I have to tell you, at one point, your voice and the words just sunk in. I think people at the back could hear what you were saying. So maybe the volume, even at the lowest pitch, could have been more audible. The words prodigious should have been used in your speech, keeping in mind that it was. So those are the two things I think you could work on. Other than that, it was an excellent speech, excellent tales put up, inspirational story, and definitely the audience are moved by what you have put up as a speech today. And like I said, I would love to be a student. Thank you. Over to you.
Wow, thank you so much, Toastmaster Shanmugam. My next evaluator, which is evaluator number 2, I got a chance to interact with her. Then I realized that person, that Toastmaster, is dynamic, wearing multiple hats. I need to have that prodigious effort to do that thing with you because I do not know that person so well. But now I can tell you, she is an engineer, qualified engineer, and became an online business trainer. And she's here in Qatar since 2019. A bookworm, but one similarity I got. Thank you so much for telling me because she is also the ice cream lover, which I am as well. Wow. Thank you for telling me. Otherwise, I would have just stick to the bookworm. And another thing I just said that she has multiple hats. How can you forget that she is a president of Transit Toastmasters Club, also the Division 24 director, area director. Oh, thank you. Sorry, my apology. Wow, very nice. Please, round of applause for this beautiful girl, Toastmaster Naila Rizwan. Over to you, ma'am, for your evaluation. Thank you.
Thank you, G, for that wonderful introduction. Hello, Toastmasters. Yes, and my target speaker. Good evening. How many of you picked up your phone and spoke to your parents today?
I did just before coming here.
I did not. It's a reminder for me. So Toastmaster Mufassar, that was a wonderfully delivered speech, and you had the right start, the right body, the structure, the ending. Everything was great. Especially with that pack of cigarettes, I don't think any one of us would have guessed what you had in mind when you asked, what is it that you think of when we say this? And then you took us through your journey from when you were 5 years old, 12, up until now, I think up to 29 years old. And then your father's journey too, his struggles, everything. So we were there right there with you throughout your journey and your father's journey. And I'm sure when you spoke about your father, that all fathers give the best to their children, I'm pretty sure it struck a chord with each and every one of us. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, it's a yes. So yes. So you had that great connect with the audience throughout your speech. I don't think anyone lost focus when you were giving the speech. And you had that ending with the call to action. Pick up your phone and speak to your father. As I said, it's a reminder for me too to call my parents daily. So with having said all this, you did ask me to be a little bit strict with your evaluation. So I will be giving you a few suggestions on which you can improve a lot. So first and foremost, it would be the different conversations you had, especially with your dad. You could have used your stage pretty well. You had that perfect chance. Each time you spoke to your father, you can look up to your father and he that smile. Yes, you did show that, but when you show it standing in two different places, it brings in more impact. The second one, again, stage usage. You go through the different stages in your life. Start from here, your next stage here, the next stage there. It builds a clear demarcation between the stages of your life. And another thing, when you spoke about your father's journey, you mentioned that he lost his father at I think 4 years old. Maybe you could have said, when I was 4, this is what I was doing. At 14, he started taking responsibility. When I was 14, this is what I was doing. So that difference, it comes in. And the next one, I think maybe you had that voice modulation, but sometimes it was too low that some of the words were not really clear. So probably, yes, you have to lower your voice, but not too low also. And the final one, even though you had that great ending, I say, when you say that, for me, this pack of cigarettes represents responsibility, give that at the end. Brings a much better impact. So in summary, you had a great connect with the audience, but look on these points and I'm sure you'll do a much better speech the next time. Over to you, Ji.
Thank you so much for such a wonderful evaluation. Even I wanted to add something on the Toastmaster Musaffir. I wrote something very nice about you and I said, great anecdotes, because the story was so good and you are full of drama as well. And as what she has, I totally agree with her on the voice modulation, because on the bass, when you went down, I couldn't even hear a little, but probably that's something we can work on. But overall, it was an amazing effort. Before I move on, I really want to talk about GTM more, because I forgotten to say something. I love your storytelling. And as what he said, it's so conceptual. One thing I really wanted to mention about, which I liked it, I found you as an inspiration and an influencer both. So keep doing that great work. Thank you so much for doing it. Thank you. My next target evaluator, number 3, is very good, because we talked about the social capital, and that person I was able to interact very much. And then I realized another similarity. So today I've got all 3 evaluator similarity. Third similarity with this Toastmaster was that we can speak one common language, which is Nepali. Yeah. So I can do some cultural exchange with you, and I will learn more from you, because I don't speak that very well. So that was thing. And this Toastmaster is actually the founder of commercial bank Toastmaster Club. And today he is the vice president for membership of Oasis Toastmasters Club. Wow, what an achievement. And still working as a senior relationship manager with CBQ. I do not know, how do you do your yes, sir, in the bank? Because I think you are in the great service industry. Please welcome with your open hand, Toastmaster Sandeep Wahe, for the next evaluation. Thank you. Over to you.
My target speaker, Recito Sarubi. I hope I pronounced it correct. Otherwise, the purpose of your speech today will be, I'll devaluate it. So, Resiato Sarumi. Am I right? Saruni. One thing I can probably vouch for is that it was definitely a totally unfamiliar topic to most of us. And yet, it was one of the most appropriate topic for all of us, because everyone in Toastmasters, they are looking for this one special skill, which is social capital. We come here for networking, and that is one point which you really focused. It was right, very appropriate topic for your speech. You started your speech very well, a very good opening. You shared how you came to Qatar and what you were doing at the time. You built your story well. One thing I would like to suggest was, once you enter the main body of your speech, you were mainly focusing on the points about social capital. What I would have done if I were you was maybe try to make some examples of your own personal experience, or maybe some hypothetical examples that will help audience to understand more about the points that you're trying to make. It would bring more value to your speech and it would connect more to the audience. On the presentation side, I think one point that I would like to make was, there were a number of points that you made, and I think you have used the stage by having one presentation and a slide with all the points. And when you make pointer when you're actually speaking on each point, you start with one part of the stage and gradually move towards the other audiences of the room, so that everyone feels more connected. That was feeling that I. Overall, in terms of clarity and your English usage, I think you were absolutely top notch. Vocal variety, I felt that, when you were speaking, it was more of a one-tone speech. If you give some example of your personal experience, maybe there you could use, during the example, you can use different vocal varieties, which would make your speech more effective. The gestures you used, you were using your hand, you were opening it, which was perfectly good. And it was helping you connect with the audience more. Audience awareness, as I told you, it was right to the point. I think your topic was very apt. Overall, it was an absolutely fantastic speech, I think, and you presented it very well. If you use some of the points that I have highlighted today, I personally believe that you could be a very well speaker.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my evaluator 3, Mr. Sandeep Wagle. Having said that, I do even agree what Sandeep has talked about, a little of the voice modulations and some of the stage presence with the amazing body language. However, I was never aware about the social capital. So I actually wrote about you like an amazing content, and you are very much with the people mind. So you really attended them even you engaged where Shanmugam was able to even answer. So great job on that, and congratulations for doing such a nice speech. Thank you so much. Before I move on to my role players, which is my tag team, including my even the listeners, I will ask my tag team and my role players to please come up with your reports. In the meanwhile, I will also request my voting judge to please do the voting count, and as well as even for my evaluators. So I would request you to please kindly evaluate for them. Yes. All evaluators qualified? Okay, did all evaluators qualify?
Yes,
All of them, sir? All right. So please make sure you are giving the evaluations. You're voting for that. Should I go forward? Okay. Have you all voted? All right. Can you give me a thumbs up? All right. If you have voted, thank you so much. Online participants as well. We will take your remarks also with the votings. So please stay tuned with us again. So now I would request from the key role, the evaluators. I would like to start with my own prodigious efforts to call upon my grammarian of the day to kindly share your report on your evaluation of grammar. Toastmaster Shamli Nama. I have to just get this one. So due to some technical reason, we are just taking a pause, but it's not a pause. Check, check. Hello, check. Check, check.
The word of the day was used 5 times only. And in that I would say, that was in word used it 4 times. So, thank you, sir. The speakers who use the word of the day are unfortunately none of the speakers use the word of the day, but Toastmasters Siddhant used it once during this topic. Some of the institutions were very usage, there wasn't any actually. Outstanding and commendable usage, I would say, between Vera, she used the phrase look at his career. So I think that was a good one. And Toastmaster Naida, during the evaluation, used the phrase struck a chord. So which was also, I found it outstanding. That's all for now. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much for your evaluation, Kamlesh, Toastmaster Shamrina. When we talk about yes, I know very much. So now I would like to call upon this stage by our counter, Toastmaster Shafania, to please present your report.
Hello, Toastmaster. I am back with my report. Total kilowatt were used during the meeting 48. I'm really happy to announce that Toastmaster Speaker 1, Speaker 2, and the table topic Speaker 1, table topic Speaker 4, table topic Speaker 5, and table topic Speaker 8, 0 kilowatts in their speech today. I would call the particular and speaker number 2 was only used 2 times, and speaker 3, so the table of speaker evaluated number 2 and evaluated number 3 only 3 times. Others more than 3 times. So during the last time, I will be complete details of usage. Please, if you want more details to improve yourself, don't hesitate to meet after the meeting. That's really.
Thank you, Toastmaster, for such a prodigious effort by everybody. Yes, very nice. All right. So when we talk about the time is important. Time is money. Time is everything. Yes, I believe. Yes, because it's a yes day. So let's talk about the timing. How's the timing are we on? Toastmaster Firoz, sir.
There were no disqualification and all the segments went as planned. We had only 5-minute break for 10 minutes. That was the only thing. And
Social
otherwise,
capital.
the table topic went well on time. And so far, last Mr. Yugal is going on time. We have to see whether he runs on time.
Thank you so much. I will try my effort best. Thank you, sir. Last but not the least, are we really listening to the people or not? Are we having elephant ears? That's what will be decided by my listener. Toastmaster Hassa, please present your report as a listener. Thank you.
I have prepared a question to check if you are really listening to this.
And I'm out of it.
Okay, in Toastmaster, speaker 1, Toastmaster Mohora, she told about the war. May I know what did she mention as a war in her life? Sorry? Sorry?
The surgery and the child were during the. I'm wrong.
Why not survival?
No.
Got my panic.
No.
DTM herself is thinking.
Okay, as she was as a war, as people used to tell her, like, why are you choosing this war? Like teaching a bunch of kids. Yeah.
She remembers now.
Okay. And also, the second question is from speaker 1. How old is Miss Bora's daughter, Ika?
17. It's Milona.
And he has underlined COVID. What is COVID? Gave an impression. Like what is COVID underlying in our life? She has mentioned a phrase. Like what is COVID exactly underlying in our life? Are we making it easier? Life is? Yes, life is fragile. Yes. From speaker 2, I have a question. When we did advanced level examination,
So work in this the answer is right. Get a mind.
I have a helper in the right way, yes. Thank you so much. And in which age Toastmaster got married?
29.
Oh, wow, very good. Okay, from the speaker, number 3, may I know when did she join Toastmasters? It was
17.
Yeah, exactly, because we are from the same town. Okay, may I know the table topic master's profession? Because you're from the audit, I think for the. Okay, from the table topic session, what is the first yes for DPM Shankar?
Diving with the dog.
Yeah. And from Toastmaster Salman, when is Toastmaster Salman his spouse's birthday? Seven topic speaker from Toastmaster Prasad, what is his no code? Yes, please. And I have few from the evaluator 1. He was explaining the when he was evaluating the speaker 1. He told me adjectives to describe her speech. Can I know few? Majestic, magnificent,
Marvelous.
I don't know.
Thank you. Thank you so much for such an amazing effort by you, Toastmaster. Thank you so much again. What a prodigious effort by you. Thank you. All right. So, as an overall evaluation, I would like to present now. My time starts, right? Timer, sir. Toastmaster Firoz. All right. So we started the meeting a little late. 7:05 we started the meeting overall, as timer has already informed about it. So be very careful when we are doing any meetings. It has to be start on time. We finish on time, we will leave on time. That's the concept, correct, within the Toastmasters. Secondly, the setup was arranged pretty well during this meeting. And very nicely, they have tested all the mics, all the equipments, even the tools, because we have the people here who have joined us virtually as well, not just with a live audience. The Toastmaster of the day, Nasa, you have done an amazing and brilliant job. It was such nice guest day philosophy which you have shared with all of us. One of the just one point I wanted to share with you. When you are a Toastmaster of the day, you are the MC. You hold the meeting, you control it. Even if it is suggested, if you wanted to hold on to stop somewhere, you can politely ask something, because time, as I said, it's very important. And don't use it. Even I try myself a lot, because when you're a Toastmaster of the day, you would require, hello, sir, how are you doing today? Hello, are you really enjoying the guest day? Never was a guest day. Oh my God, in my life, I have no days as well. So you can actually explore more. And that you can only do if you leave it on the table. Right? So just keep note of that. All right. Technical issues I want to talk are very important right now. We have this mic, right? Do use the maximum utilization of the equipment. We have people who are online. If you are not using the mic,
Can you all hear me? If you have heard me, I said that, correct? Because I want my online participants to even listen to me.
I request all the participants, even the evaluators and the speakers, use this forum, because in the virtual, you have to see them. Guys, can you see me? I did that. Remember? So that is something, try to have the virtual. Otherwise, it was such an effort, because we have the tools, we have the application. If we do not use it, it becomes unused, and it's of no use, right? Coming back to the speeches, it was done pretty well, and snacks was very nice. We had the breakout zone as well. It was done pretty good. In terms of my the timings, I can see it's pretty much been done. The word of the day, which was prodigious. I believe I'm using it from the time when I came on the stage. As a Toastmaster, we are supposed to improve our communication skills as well. When the word has been given, I would request my grammarian of the word of the day, try to give some examples so that my audience can know how can I use this word. And I request all my audience, when you get the word of the day, try to use at least just once during your speech. It will make it easy for all of you. Okay, so that's one point that I want to share with you. And I believe now we will have the voting. So anything anybody would like to share, I think from the evaluation point, then it's fine. All right, then. Thank you so much. It was a wonderful evening. Thank you, everybody.
Okay, so I would hand over this stage to my Toastmaster of the day, TM Nasra. Thank you.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator Toastmaster Yukal. Today we had some wonderful speech and evaluation. Hope everyone enjoyed the meeting. Now we have the results. We have the results of Best Speaker, Best Table Topic Award, and Best Evaluator. I call CG Ravashankar sir. The Best Speaker Award goes to Toastmaster Mufassir Saleh. Thank you, sir. Now I'd like to call Division D Director Toastmaster Saleh. The Best Table Topics Award goes to Toastmaster Shanmuga Pandian. Now, I would like to call our area director. The Best Evaluator Award goes to Toastmaster Shanmuga Pandian again. Thank you, everyone. Now, time to sign off and give the session to our area director.
Toastmaster Musa, as the Toastmaster of the day for today, you really did a very wonderful job. Thanks for all the carry forwarding this speed of Confluence meeting so smoothly. Now I would like to request the Area Program Quality Director, Toastmaster Prasad. Now before that, I would like to request our District Program Quality Director, Ravishankar sir, to please come to the stage to give some marks to all our area members. Thank you so much.
Dr. says, thank you, Area 27 Director, Vision Team Director Salman, Area Directors, Maila, and Mr. Galika, my dear friends. My first appearance in Qatar was. I'm a fan of many of your Toastmasters, members in your club. It's a very important thing for me. Recently, I got a chance to visit the Toastmasters International Convention. And in that convention, people come from different countries. It's a very big experience for us, learning experience. It's a different world, totally It's a new opening for us. In that, I see many areas coming from US, because last 2 years US was very quiet. If you see the graph also, they're all done. This year I saw a lot of people coming out from US areas. But a peculiar thing I heard from many of the division directors, district directors, is they don't have area confluence at all. Can you believe? And many districts are suffering having no area directors. Some of them sent me email also. Would any of your members from your district would like to be area director in US? I got email. They want to be area director in US online clubs. Why I'm saying this is area confluence has got a very big intrinsic value in district. First, it has got a big value for the members, in turn for the whole district. Today, for example, I see 4 strong clubs coming together. Sri Lankan Toastmasters, they're making waves nowadays, holding the hybrids very high on the district chart. Oryx, a huge contributor for the members and in turn for the district, I would say. OS is advanced. And the Island Nation dazzling themselves in this peninsula. Lotus. All the 4 has got varieties, different perceptions. But all 4 are in same area for last 2 years, but never got a chance to mix like this. And this makes us brought a lot of value, exchange of networks, social capitals. Everything has gone up. This in turn is going to add value to all of us. I got a chance to meet many of you today at one place. Sagarika, even if without your shoes, I would say you would stand tall today. You stand tall today because conducting area conference is not just like coming and going. It has got a lot of values into it. People come with a different belief, different background, different perceptions, different work environment. They come here and they mix, then get it. I came to know a new table topic master too. A lot of interesting topics I've heard. Why I say this is, this confluence is very important for a district. And I would say one of the best confluence I've seen in this term is this area 27. There's got a lot of synergy. People are managing hybrids in time. And General Value is giving valuable tips how to make use of not only the general meeting, hybrid promoted to the outside people. Like your division director said, it takes sometimes more tension handling the family because it's got 17 clubs to manage. It's true. And you should actually thank your wife for it. People remember your wife's birthday now. It's a more important thing. Yeah? Correct. Because, like you said, like me also once, all of us here, come here, add some value to us, become a leader. And then when we go back to our workplace or family, wherever we go, we promote what we learned. We conduct, we make a beautiful relationship outside this group. That's the purpose of area conference. I would like to thank Sagarika because today was a tough day for me because we are getting our district EXCOM this Friday. A lot of preparation is going on, reports and things. But Sagarika put one particular line which I cannot overtake. She said, if you don't come today, I'll never ever talk to you. Nobody has told me that line. It was a very tough call for me. I said, okay, get lost. Forget everything, say yes to yes. Best wishes. I wish to come again back here sometime and enjoy with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for those really valuable words. And you showed that connection and affection towards the area 27 through your words. Thank you so much for that. Now I'd like to request our Division G Director, Toastmaster Salman, to please come to the stage and say a few words for the whole area 27. And he's also the member of Sri Lankan Toastmasters Club and Oasis Advance Club also. So Salman, the stage is yours.
Good evening once again. Thank you very much, our District Program Quality Director, Toastmaster Ravishankar, Area Director, Toastmaster Sagarika, and all club presidents and fellow lovely Toastmasters. Indeed, yesterday, today, I had certain other commitments, but still, as you said, I could not say no to Sagarika.
So it was a yes day to me. I just have a small message. There was this nice, interesting book I read, which says, it speaks about the essentials of public speaking. I just quote one thing. It says, you must start with believing in yourself as a person. Believing in the positives you're going to take, and believe that what you have to say is valuable to your audience. And today, ladies and gentlemen, that magnificent speech from Toastmaster Mopera and that emotional connect of Toastmaster Mufassi and social connect, social capital. First time I heard that. This, in fact, brought in that belief, shows the strength, what kind of quality speakers Area 27 can produce. And I wish all the very best to all the clubs. And as our PQD said, Toastmasters Sagarika is standing tall. Please give a big round of applause. Thank you very much. I wish you all the best.
Thank you, DPD. Your all support is showing me, and whenever I need anything, any guidance, he is there. Night 11 o'clock, 12 also, I have called him and he used to pick up my call, I must say, and he used to guide me in everything. And now, one of the other area directors is present over here, Toastmaster Naila, Area 24 director. I would like to call you here to say a few words. And she is one of my good friends, best friends in Toastmasters fraternity, I would say. She's always there to support. Today also she said, Sagarika, any support you need, tell me, I'll reach the venue early to help you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sagarika. The District Equity Toastmaster Shankar, the Shipsi Director, Toastmaster Salman, and Area 27 Director, Toastmaster Sagarika. Good evening to everyone else. And now I know what to tell you next week. Sagarika, thanks. Okay, so Area 27 is has always been one of the areas that has been close to me. First and foremost, Sri Lankan Toastmasters Club, the club who has always supported us at any point of time. And of course, OYAS is advanced. I'm a member there. So we are meeting members for the first time today, by the way, since it's an online club. So this was a meeting I really wanted to come because I wanted to meet so many people. And the moment I think DTM Mo sent the message in the group, we want role players, I said, I'm evaluator because I really wanted to come here today. And I'm glad I came because I got to meet so many new people. And especially, as I mentioned, my fellow club members. And the meeting, I enjoyed the meeting. Really great speeches, great table topics, and a very interesting general evaluation session. I've got a lot of good tips from that session. So overall, I've really enjoyed, and thank you, Toastmaster Sagarika, for arranging such a wonderful meeting. Okay.
Thank you, Nena. Now we have one of the magnificent ladies present over here, DTA Mo Vera. So if we are not listening to her, I don't feel like this meeting is complete. Ma'am, please. Give a round of applause before I even start. Because the sheer enthusiasm she brings to her jobs or her responsibility, believe me, is infectious. She had to threaten him that she will not speak, but she didn't need to threaten us because that enthusiasm, the sincere questions, the reaching out to the poor division director at 12 a.m. in the night, but all that shows earnestness. Right? It is that earnestness that she wants to do the job correctly. She wants to add value to our experiences and also to her own learning. So a round of applause. I commend you for bringing this team together. The word Confluence has a very special meaning for me. When I was the area director in 2014-15,
that is when we started, now we will remember, we started bringing clubs together under, and we used to call it the joint meetings, clubs coming together. As part of, I was the area director, part of Toastmaster Shamsun's team. He was the division director. We were the first ones with Division Division Q was born that year. So we were saying we will not call it joint meeting and this and that. We give it a nice term, which automatically people get an image of what it's together. And the term confluence was born when we had our first area confluence. And this is what Toastmastering is all about. You never know what legacy you will leave behind. Because now confluence has become a term in our Toastmasters circles. So wonderful memories there. Today's meeting was wonderful. There was so much synergy, a lot of technology, a lot of technical know-how in this room. We have people joining us virtually. Just one small challenge that we face here as a speaker, because we are all in it together. This hall is too big in the sense in terms of space. The ceiling is too high. So the speakers, for us to be heard behind, it's a strain. So maybe a caller mic would have been provided, because that would really help us and the audience as well. So the next time you use this venue, a caller mic must be provided, because it will really bring up the meeting quality a notch or two. All said and done, Sagarika, you have done it wonderfully, and we see many more leadership roles for you. And I'm sure you're going to be an asset to 116. And to all my fellow Toastmasters, more power to us. Come on. Good for us.
Thank you, ma'am, for those really wonderful words. I'm humbled with all of your high appreciative words. With this, I would like to request our area PQD, Toastmaster Prasad, to give the vote of thanks for today's meeting. Yes, please.
Good evening once again. District, if I use the mic.
District Program Quality Director, Toastmasters Ravishankarji, and District, Division G Director, Toastmasters Salman, and the Area 27 Director, Toastmasters Sagarika, and the distinguished Toastmasters and distinguished the guests. Thank you. Sagarika, it's a wonderful opportunity for me to give me to arrange this meeting, to conduct right from starting to get all the role players, speakers from all clubs of our area, and also do the logistics and other arrangements. I would like to thank all my speakers, the role players, then evaluators, general evaluators, a round applause for volunteering and making this a successful meeting. And I see there's a lot of enthusiasm, so let's continue this. This is the first conference meeting, so we will have another one, right? At the end of the term. Okay. So, and also I would like to thank the ladies and my Toastmaster of the day, wonderful. So we had some glitches getting in, but I think you guys made it on time. Thank you for coming over and making this successful. And I would like to give special thanks to our PMOD for conducting this meeting, Toastmaster Misra. I know you also, like Sagarika said, that I want this introduction by you. So I made it happen by noon. Okay, thanks for, it's a sort of encouragement for all of us. And yeah, that's what I would like to give a thanks to everyone. So let's continue this Confluence and continue for the next term, sorry, next meeting. Thank you. Thank you all.
I hope without using this mic, I'm audible to all because I have a very loud voice and a high pitch I cannot control. One day my principal was also standing there and she said, she's also a DPM. She said, Sagrika, how much you are shouting, from where you are getting this much energy? I said, ma'am, I can't help it. So with this, I would like to especially thank to our area PQD Toastmaster Prasad. Seriously. I didn't mention in the from seat and bit, I will say. I'm just standing here as area director. Nothing I did. Everything he only did, and Navneet also helping me. And what you say, Toastmaster Prasad said, Sagarika, don't worry. Sagarika Ji, not Sagarika. He used to call me Sagarika Ji. Don't worry, I'm there to manage everything. And he did it really well. Thanks to you for your strategic effort. And Toastmaster Sanmuga. He made that lovely flyer. Thank you for that beautiful flyer. Thank you a lot. I would like to thank to all of you, all the club leaders, the club residents present over here, and the club EP educations in helping Toastmaster Prasad to get the nominations for role players, everything. And thanks to those beautiful ladies also. I know they put a lot of talent. And before closing this meeting, I would like to say, as Ravi Shankar sir said, yes, I cannot help it, sir. I'm like that. If I cannot do my job out of love, I used to threaten. It is my hallmark. I cannot help it. So it is like everywhere, in my personal life, in my professional life, everywhere. So everybody, they say that Sagrika, you are like some package. Though you look very calm and quiet, even sir also said me one day that though you look very calm and quiet, but you are like that. You are having that quality to threaten and threatening in a very loving way, not like okay, angry way. So that is the thing. But still, I'm really amazed. Yes, patata. Yes, yes, I was touching that one. Okay, so still I would like to say thank you, my heartfelt thanks to all of you to come here and to make this conference meeting a great success. Without you all, it was not going to happen. I'm for just there for the name's sake. I could not have done this without you all, without your presence and support and full cooperation. So big round of applause. And now I'm feeling emotional. I'm a bit emotional type of lady. I'm really feeling emotional to see your support towards me, towards Area 27, towards your club, and hope this legacy will continue. This legacy will continue till the end of the term. Thank you to each and every role player, and thank you Toastmaster Sampath and Faujan also. They are sitting. They are also my big helping hand. You know, for all hybrid meeting, everything, they too are there. That's why I didn't come before here also to see the setup, everything, because Navneet, Toastmaster Prasad, and Toastmaster Sampath and Faujan, they four are there to handle all these things. Thanks to all of you. So I like to say last point. So already it is a great thing that our Oryx Communicators Club and Sri Lankan Toastmasters Club, they have already achieved the Smedley Award. It's a really great thing. I would like to see that other two clubs, Oasis Advanced and Lotus Ladies, also achieving the same in a very short span of time. That will make me and that will make all of us very happy. And please try to work on the TCP points also for the club and try to inculcate any educational module. And Ravi Shankar sir is there, the district program quality director. Any educational module, any help you need regarding education part or pathways, you can directly contact him. And my mentor, D.K. Williams, he is also there. He told me personally that Sagarika, any club that is coming under Area 27, any education model, please let me know or tell the club presidents and DP Educations to contact him so that he can arrange it as soon as possible. And my last sentence, what I feel here in arranging all this conference meeting, in talking with you all, in communicating with you all, and the whole process started from August 6th, where we had a physical gathering in one of the restaurants here. And we are planning, can we have a Toastmaster, this Area 27 conference meeting? And I saw that positive vibe in all the people present over there. Yes, Sagarika, let's do it. They didn't say you have to do it. They said just leave everything on us. We are there to carry forward everything. You just relax. We will be handling everything. So I'm really grateful because this time I was really thinking to take a break. I was really thinking to continue as a normal Toastmaster member. I was not in a mood to take any leadership role. But now I'm personally feeling so happy and proud that I am working with Area 27. I am working with you all. I feel proud for that. I feel personally very happy for that because Area 27 is there for me, standing behind me, standing beside me to support me as always. With this, I love this line as I say always. Individually, we can achieve something, but as a team or together, we can achieve everything. So let's work for this motto of Area 27 this year. Let's grow and glow together. With this, I would like to invite the club presidents of respective clubs to close their club meetings. So I'd like to invite Toastmaster Navneet first, the president of Oryx Toastmasters Club, to close the meeting. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Area Director. The 264th meeting of Forex Communicators.
Now, I would like to invite Mohbina ma'am, president of Oasis Advanced Clubs, to close the meeting.
Thank you, AD. I hereby close meeting number 16 of Oasis Advanced closed.
Toastmaster Mufasi, the president of Sri Lankan Toastmasters Club, please come forward.
Thank you, Area Director, and thank you, everyone. I would declare meeting 114 closed for Sri Lankan Toastmasters. Yeah.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mufasi. Now, this is the smiling lady, Toastmaster Hassa. Please come forward, the president of Lotus Ladies Club, to end the meeting.
Thank you, Area Director. I hereby close meeting number 21 of Lotus Ladies Toastmaster Club.
Thank you all the presidents for that continuous support. With this, I would like to adjourn the first Confluence meeting of Area 27. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Can you